All right, there it goes. Give me a couple of seconds while I set this up here. There it goes. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Duncan Does Zwift Academy. We've got a slightly new setup here. So I'm going to have to apologize in advance because a couple of bits don't seem to be working. I'm not getting the in-game sounds. So you might catch a little bit of it through the speakers that are coming out here, but mainly it's going to be something that I'm going to have to look at offline. Not going to fix it in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, slightly new setup here. I've got some new lighting. The screen is slightly different, so you'll find me looking in a different direction half the time. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is the Zwift Academy. Welcome. This is the first official ride. I've done what they call an orientation ride for this previously at the end of last week. Zwift Academy is essentially a big event they have every year on Zwift, and everyone is supposed to become a better cyclist as a result. So what they do is they're taking a baseline ride today, which is what this is. So this is me. I'm going to go as fast as I can on 3 sectors and take it nice and easy in between the sectors. We'll see how I do. Then I do a number of weeks of training, and then at the end of it, you do exactly the same one that I'm doing today. And we see whether the numbers have improved. Let's see. See whether that happens. It's not a race. There's an awful lot of people here, and we will be doing this together. But essentially, for those of you who know Zwift and drafting and everything, we're all on, effectively, we're on time trial bikes. I know I'm on my Tron bike here. But drafting is switched off. So there is no drafting per se. We're not actually racing against anyone. It might as well be a bunch of individual people doing it. You'll see people rush off into the distance, and honestly, there's no reason to do so. So it's all about getting to that first sector, which, by the way, is the climb of Titan's Grove backwards, one of my favorite climbs in all of Zwift. So I don't know if I'll get my personal record. My personal record, I think, is 1:58. But anything around 2 minutes would be great. And then we've got a sprint. And then we've got the volcano climb is the last bit. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not a race, so I'm not going to try and raise the cadence or go crazy here. But we're off. 329 of us here. I think they're expecting several thousand on the actual Zwift Academy itself. And you'll see we're all wearing the same jersey. So you could get your own individual headwear, I suppose. And you can do your own bike setup. So I'm on the Tron bike. You'll see my little green wheels there. But, as I said, no drafting. I could, I suppose, change my bike and make myself faster with better wheels and whatever. There are better bikes out there than the Tron bike now. Just recently that's happened. But it's just a baseline ride. I want to see how fast I am now and how fast I'm going to be in 6 or 7 weeks when this thing is over. So in terms of streaming, yeah, welcome along. We've done the Zwift Classics. That finished earlier this week with a good final run on Tuesday. Check that one out if you haven't seen it. I really enjoyed that ride. And the irony is, just, all that chasing around London for 50 minutes or whatever it was, 6 laps. The 1, 2, 3 in that race was exactly the same as the 1, 2, 3 in the week 5 race in Watopia. Matt Bourne, our Canadian sprinter, held on with the group long enough and then blasted us in the sprint. And if you watch the video, you'll see right at the end, I'm like, it looks like I'm going to come second. And then this guy just goes past everyone and wins. And that's Matt Bourne, the sprinter. And there's another guy who was second, whose name, I keep forgetting his name. I feel bad about that. Anyway, so that's all okay. And done for another year. Thoroughly enjoyed that auto-categorization race series. And really didn't do badly. I mean, if we reflect on it now, you think, well, first 3 weeks was a bit rubbish because they were sorting out the AutoCat, so I was quite a way down. I suppose I was 10th in New York. But way down in Crit City. And way down on Yorkshire on the first one. It's a shame because Yorkshire potentially could have been my best course. But apart from that, what did I get? 2/3 and a second, so 3 podium spots out of the rest of them. So quite pleased with that. But as discussed, if you caught the tail end of that Zwift live stream on Tuesday, a very short discussion between myself and the winner, Matt Horn, about how we could improve, because we've got good power over 15 seconds, but it's to do with that being able to keep going. That sort of 20-minute strong time trialing type energy is what you need. So, and that's what this is about. It's about improving, becoming better. Already got a slightly better setup here. Although I apologize again for not having the in-game sounds today, or Hannah's personally selected music in the background. Anyway, this ride, not sure how long it's going to be. As I said, I'm taking it pretty easy at the moment, just warming up. Heart rate 135, don't care. So the course, for those who do not know, and we haven't done this course in races. Let me take a drink here for a second. This course is called Titan's Grove, or this part of the course. We've got some uphill bits just now, just to kind of keep us honest. But then we'll watch Jarvis the bear fall out of a tree, and then we'll go down a little hill just right after that. We're coming up to that soon. And then at the bottom, there's going to be a flash on the road, signifying the start of the climb. And then we'll try and get to the top of it as quickly as possible. Then take it easy. And then we come off the Titan's Grove, Sand and Sequoias loop, head back into Watopia, and we go around through the Italian villas to the sprint, is it? I forget which direction we're doing. I think we do. I think we're doing the sprint forward from the Italian villas. And then I think must go through the S's and off to the volcano for the volcano climb. The volcano climb is the big hard effort of the day. So they're going to time us going up the Titan's Grove reverse hill in a minute, then the sprint, then the volcano KOM. There was a longer course involving the Epic KOM, which if you want to do the professional contract thing, which I'll talk about in a moment, you had to do that one. The fact that I'm here lets you know I'm not going to be a professional anytime soon, because I'm 46 years old. Fair to say Dave Brailsford's probably not got me on his radar. Anyway, so Zwift Academy, as well as this thing, structured training to help everyone come along. It's actually a competition. So just like one of those talent shows on TV, they sort of whittle it down until there's a winner. And there's a men's winner and a women's winner. And the winner of the final race for the men's and women's gets a professional contract with a world tour team. So you don't even have to go through like continental levels or anything. You are bam into the world tour team. Canyon SRAM for women and Alpes in Phoenix this year for men. Same as last year. And if you want to know how effective it is, this time last year, an Australian guy, whose name I should remember and I can't remember it now, Jay something, sort of sitting in a cafe thinking about whether he should do Zwift Academy or not, decided to do it. He won. Today he's riding the Vuelta a España, the third biggest Grand Tour race in the world, with all the best riders in the world. And he's there because he won Zwift Academy last year. So someone, every year this happens, someone will be doing that. Was it Jay Vine? Is that his name? Ah, unbelievable. Well, it's not unbelievable, it's good. It provides sort of a way in, especially for people who have got, they're on Zwift. I feel like they're doing pretty well in the categorized races. How good actually are you? So, I have to see. Okay, we're doing a little uphill here. This is to be treated as a warm-up. Don't want to go crazy. From looking on the right-hand side, just says there's 315 or so, 320 in the group. It looks like I'm somewhere near the back of that big long snake. The fact that it's not telling us how long it's or what position I'm in, rather. The fact that it's not telling us that lets you know it's not a race, just a little group ride. So here we go. Over this one, we've got one more hill or so, and then we'll be at the top of Jarvis's Hill. I love this, going through a fallen tree trunk here with all the mushrooms. Fantastic stuff. The designer did really well with Titans Grove. It was launched a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago, just before I came onto Zwift. Definitely one of my favorite areas. Very lumpy, very up and down. You get on a race here. I think Tour of Watopia had a race last year through here, Sand and Sequoias. So going the other way, this is the reverse of that. Very, very good fun. And as you'll know from the Zwift Classics, I'm always moaning if it's flat. So this is lumpy, up and down, start, stop. And this kind of course is the one I like. Down at the bottom, you'll see my power output according to different colors. Red and orange is obviously when I'm putting in a lot of effort, yellow a bit less, green, then blue, and then gray is when I'm sitting around drinking coffee. If I drank coffee, I don't drink coffee. So, oh, there goes Jarvis the bear falling out the tree. You see that on the right? That means down the hill here, and then we're about to kick start the first hill. So, have a little drink. Heart rate 150. Couple of minutes effort coming up. And although this is a baseline ride, they do say that we need to really push yourself on it, just so that you know that the real improvement, or the improvement that you make is genuine when it does happen. So, here you go. Over the top. Now, where's the little flash? I think it's somewhere up here, isn't it? Got the sector right. Where is it? Here it is. I see it on the road. Is that? No, that's somebody's wheels. Oh, I see it up ahead. Okay, we're going to swing around to the left, and then there's the start. Little blue flash across the road. That's the official start, and I'm going to try and get to the top. Some guy did it 147. I'm not going to be doing that. However, let's see what we can do. I'll probably not talk for now. And we're off. Normally it tells you how much more you've got to go. Not seeing that yet. Oh, I'm tired. Almost there. I'm 15th, 151. Woo! Get a photo. Happy with that? Now I've got to get my breath back. No rush. Oh. No rush. Oh. Oh. All right, taking it easy. Down the hill. There we go, 16th now. Oh. Pleased with that though. Okay, on we go. Oh. Good job, you all did great. How does he know? Are we all over the top? Maybe. Oh. Yeah, it would have been nice to have that little banner saying, you know, how far there is to go. Oh. As it is, we're okay with that. So next, starting at the green marker was a mistake. Now, where you're supposed to start. That's where they take the timings from. Okay. Oh. Down the bottom of the hill here, there's some little lumps on the other side. Again, no rush, no rush. Oh. I will say, oh, look to the left, there's the little dinosaurs. There was talk on the Zwift community live streams. They live stream those races earlier in the week. And I made a comment on there how it would be fun if they allowed crashing on Zwift just for one day a year, like April Fool's Day or Paris-Roubaix Day. Oh. And it turned into a huge discussion about turning like a Zwift version of, or a Mario Kart version of Zwift. So, so you would have, you know, banana skins and whatever. And one of them was the dinosaurs would eat you. You went too slow. I think that'd be fun. All right. Okay, so far. Again, no rush. Everyone else is just flying off to get this over with and take it easy. This bit is not timed. I just need to get to the next sector. There's more of them. More dinosaurs. Get to the sprint. And then we'll see. Oh, more pain to come. There it is, but of all the ones, that's probably the one I'll go hardest at. Although the volcano climb, if you know the volcano climb, you'll know there isn't like a final 200-300 meters where it really ramps up. It's actually a good place to do that sort of sprint. Do the punchy thing where you just go up really quick. All right. Pretty much everyone else is ahead of me now. That's funny. No rush. No rush. Well, someone did it on a mountain bike. It's a baseline. As long as you do the final one on the mountain bike, be okay. Oh. Right. Shout out to all the Swedes. What? Talking about ABBA. Okay. Oh. Heart rate's in the 150s. No. go. FTP 301. Okay, FTP is functional threshold power. That's your baseline measurement of how many watts you can put out as a cyclist. Like if you were to ride for a long period of time, FTP is roughly, what could you do that you could sustain without getting too tired? So it's sort of, what is it, 90% of your 20-minute maximum? My FTP apparently is 217, very low, but a bit higher than that. It had been estimated at 225. Did a test last week. And I feel like maybe I should have done another one. A ramp test measured me out at 217. So my baseline for everything in the Zwift Academy next few weeks is going to be that 217 plus this ride. So, oh, here we go. Over FTP for the volcano, yeah. Sprint will start at 16.8. The sprint starts when the flash is on the ground. I think a lot of these people don't know Watopia very well. And come up here, round these corners, over the hills. Then we're going to make a right turn so that we don't go down into New Mexico. Finish off these little hill bits here. It's mostly downhill. No rush. Oh, little drinky. And then we'll head over underneath some tunnels and then get ready for the sprint. All right, so I'm going to swing right here. Here we go. Swing round. Oh. Down the hill. Again, nice and easy, no rush. Not that it's great entertainment for anyone watching, of course. Always go slow, no rush. All right. But there is no rush. This is not timed. And there's no group to stay with. There's no drafting. It'd be done sooner if you went faster. Or would you? Or would it be the case going faster? Would you actually end up going slower because you're pushing harder and get tired and can't make it up the volcano? Definitely possible. Oh. Since you can't hear the music, I'm going to turn it up slightly. There we go. The guy saying 200 riders doing a sprint, statistically someone's going to snap their chain. And will it be you? I don't know. Whew. All right, where are we going now? All right, Sam, you okay, bud? You want to go outside? Dog wants to go outside. Could be an unscheduled break here. He's back in a moment. There we go. And we're back. The dog has been allowed to relieve itself, or both of them have. And now they're just barking. Okay. Let's keep on going. So if we were to go left here, for those who want to get your bearings in Watopia, left here is the Epic KOM, which for a while was the monster mountain, which actually it's not modeled on anything in particular in real life. I know it's bits of it are supposed to be vaguely Alpine or Pyrenees based, but in terms of how long it is, how long it takes you to do it, the gradient, it's not a million miles away from Mount Mitchell, the part in the state park I did last year for the California Coast Classic. So it was a good training one for that. Do Mount Mitchell in 38 minutes. Doing the Epic KOM in about 30. But of course, when I'm doing the one on Zwift, I don't have the problem of no oxygen. You get to 6,000 feet, and you do start noticing the oxygen is not there. Not as much as it would be. All right, on we go. Ah, 23 minutes in. Need to see if we can get to the volcano soon. So we're going to go through this tunnel, then we're turning left at the end of it, through a little dirt track section, through a marina, the Italian villas, then it's the sprint. Sounds like a long way when I say it like that. Shouldn't take too long, it's only about 3-4 miles. And it's flat. So, I love the aquarium, by the way. Or it's the undersea tunnels. It's like being in Plymouth Aquarium. It's good. See what you can spot. This must be the tropical zone. Is that a dolphin overhead? Might be. Whew. All right. Heart rate holding around 150. It's good. It's good. All right, on we go. Everyone in purple shirts. So, don't even get to see me in my special Z shirt. Z. Z Enfant team. I guess I get to keep this jersey. The purple one, I can wear it in game. All right. On we go. Second half of the aquarium. There's a huge, is that a stingray? Manta ray? Fun, fun, fun. Oh yeah, there's one on the right-hand side as well. Look. It's coming around. Woo! And up the other side. So this bit's 3%. And then we're on the way. Now, in terms of Zwift Academy, what are they going to be doing after this? I think, isn't it one workout per week? They've got one particular workout per week that they introduce. I suppose you can do them all at once at the end if you want. So the first one's already out for this week, and I think there's 3. And then we get to the midpoint, and there's a couple of group rides. They call them recovery rides. You've got to do them to qualify, or graduate, or whatever they're calling it. Then there's another block of training after that, a set of 3 workouts that you can do as many times as you like, designed to do things like, I know the first one is oxygen volume, that VO2 max, how much oxygen you get in your lungs. Looking to improve that, which is probably one I really need to work on because that helps endurance in a big way. There's other ones on sprinting and stuff which I'll probably be okay on. But I know it's the keeping going is the problem for me. I mean, even the volcano. Right, what do we do the volcano in? 10, 12 minutes? And the 11 something is my record. So that isn't a 20-minute workout. However you cut it. So I don't know that this particular baseline ride is going to help with that. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to just go faster on these bits. But they're not timing me for these bits. Only on the sectors. So you do the second block of 3, and then I'll do this exact ride again. And we'll see whether my sector times have improved. And if I can do better than 151 for the Titans Grove reverse KOM, I'll be very happy. Having done 151 today has knocked 7 seconds off my personal best. So Strava will be showing me a little gold medal later. Be good. And I think we're all wrapped up by sort of middle end of October. So 6-7 weeks. At which point I should be a much better rider. We'll see. You think it will be? I don't know. And then after that, who knows? I don't know what we'll do. But at that point, I think the end of October is when they're going to officially release the entries for next year's California Coast Classic. So again, for those who are new to this and don't want to go back and watch the old videos from before when I had the green screen, what you'll see if you keep watching these later in the year from November, December onwards, you'll see a little screen will appear above my head in these rides with a fundraising target for the California Coast Classic, which is not, it's different. It's sponsored by Amgen, the Amgen California Coast Classic. It is not the Amgen Tour of California, which is the world tour race that's currently on hiatus because they can't get the riders. But it is sponsored by Amgen. It's an 8-day ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles that has 250 to 300 riders every year. They're doing it this year. Last year, I was in it, and they couldn't get the permits. So they had to change it to be a remote ride. So you had to still do your 525 miles and 28,000 feet of elevation. But you just couldn't go to, well, you could fly to California. A couple of people did and completed it there. But it was unsupported for them. They couldn't get the official permits from all of the counties and the towns on the way down the coast to support it, so it's a shame. But we did it. We went out to the Outer Banks here in North Carolina and did the Carolina California Coast Classic, and then came inland and did, of course, Mount Mitchell. Get the elevation in, which was good fun. I did a lot of it on Zwift as well. So this year, mainly due to work commitments and uncertainty over COVID, I thought, well, probably not happening this year. Mainly work commitments, to be honest. Next year, going to get it in the calendar. It's earlier next year. So last year it was October. What, 3rd to the 10th? And this year it's September, I think, 18th to the 25th. Next year it's much earlier. It's starting on like the 7th. Is it the 6th of September? It's early in September. So watch out for that. I'm going to start talking about that now. Why am I doing that ride? What is that ride? As you may have picked up, it's not a professional ride. It's not a race. It's a tour, charity-sponsored tour. That's why we're raising money specifically for a wonderful, wonderful organization called the Arthritis Foundation, who are one of the largest non-profit organizations in the world, to be fair. And they do two main things. They do support for people with arthritis, and they support research into arthritis. So they're looking at what kind of treatments are there, and very possibly finding a cure. It's one of those ridiculous illnesses that I knew nothing about really, apart from it's what the old people get when they get old. Until our daughter Hannah, who was 9 at the time, started having trouble with her toes. And we were bounced around through doctors and sports injury clinics until we ended up with a rheumatologist, pediatric rheumatologist, here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, called Dr. Griffin, who said, yep, psoriatic arthritis, without the psoriasis. Bizarrely. So Hannah's been fighting that now for over 2 years. It's left her toes, but it has gone to her fingers. It's been in her fingers for a while. We've got to the point right now where she is off medication, which is fantastic for us. Just because of side effects of medication, it's just not good. If there's a way you can be off it, you can be off it. But knowing that she's actually in constant pain to the point where she almost ignores it is amazing. She amazes me with how well she does with it, not moaning, not complaining. But the Arthritis Foundation have been very good for us from the start. And they sent stuff for her. Good support. They've got local groups. Even though I know the Arthritis Foundation themselves had to make cutbacks in staffing and whatever with COVID. And the amount of money they were making dropped. I know the California Coast Classic last year raised over $1 million on its own, all of which, 100% of which went to the Arthritis Foundation. They didn't take anything out. So we'll be doing that again next year. And that's part of the reason for doing this, because riding from San Francisco to Los Angeles, 525 miles over 8 days. I don't want to be out there riding as I have done before on long rides, thinking, I wish I wasn't here. I wish I'd trained properly. I want to be prepared. I want to be prepared enough and fit enough to enjoy it, enjoy the actual ride. So, green line, the person says, yeah, well, these people have done it already. Drink. 3 of the Italian villas, plus the pizza shop. And right up at this corner, there's going to be a little green flash on the road. Start of a sprint. The original sprint, about 30 seconds. Oh, look, they've given us a lead in. Oh, that's fun. All right. There's not quite so much of a great one for me here. I prefer the uphills. That said, it's lefty. You've got to sprint before you get to the line, of course. Here we go. No idea what my time's going to be. 200. $100. And through the line. What did I get? No idea. 57th. 26.90. Take a screenshot. Oh, that's right. Breath back. Oh. Little hill here, 6%. Take it easy. No rush. Oh. Keep going. Can't wait for this volcano. We'll see. Not sure how to take the volcano. Today we'll see. It's not bad. Not a bad hill. There are a couple of little breaks in it too. Let's go downhill for a minute or flat. See when we get there. All right. Breath back. And down the other side of the hill. By the way, if you're watching the classics races, that sprint we just did was the reverse of the Watopia Cup week 5 sprint, where Matt Bourne and I both went up that little hill there, going the other direction at the end, and I completely ran out of gas at the top. Ended up third. But that was that sprint in the opposite direction. So this is the S's section in the opposite direction. And we'll go through the glass tunnel to the volcano. At least I think we will. And then we go round or through the volcano once, through the middle of it, and then we must go up the climb. And then that's the end of the ride. So, let's see how it goes. All right. Down the other side. Person says, my trainer loses connection on long climbs. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I've got, by the way, there's two ways you can connect this. If you want to set up Zwift, you need a few things. You'll need a trainer, what's called a smart trainer, like the Wahoo Kicker that I've got here, or the Tax Neo, or some other thing. And then you get your bike, take your back wheel off your bike, and connect the trainer to where your back wheel was. Then you'll need a computer on which you'll load Zwift, and the computer will connect to your smart trainer by Bluetooth, or a thing called ANT, which is like a Garmin specific thing. So recently I've always used ANT, because I found there's a little bit of a lag on the screen. Like if I really start pumping hard, there's a slight lag of about half a second before it reflects on the screen. Whereas Bluetooth is more or less instant. However, Bluetooth I find you get a bit more dropouts with. So, anyway. So you too can be on Zwift. And that's it, that's all you need. The screen. You can even do it on your phone. The other thing that's useful is this little app I've got here, called the Companion app, which enables me to, like, the most obvious one is turn on and off the little power bar at the bottom there. There it goes. There it's back. Or I can make my character say things like hammer time, which you probably can't hear because the sound's not working in the game today. Or I can make him wave, look. Make him wave. Did he wave? There he goes, wave. That's funny. I'm going to say right on to everyone else. So, there's other things you can do. You can, what is that one? Smiley face. Okay. Anyway, you can do things like that. Or you can, this is a good one, go to the actual computer itself and you can have different views as you go around. So right now, that looks like it's one that's following me from behind. That's number 9. 9 is the view from above. 8 is the helicopter shot, seeing where we all are. That one's handy if you want to see the whole race. Anyway. And this one is one that just kind of swaps around different ones. Let's put it on this one for a bit. I'm the rider in the green wheels. So it's more or less going to be following me. We go through the rocks. We're not on the volcano climb yet, so I'm just messing around. Anyway. All right, let's go back to this one, or that one. Through the volcano, out the other side, take a drink, and then we're up the volcano to the finish. Some people are already on it. As I said before, as far as I'm aware, they're not timing anything in these sectors, the between sectors. So you may as well just take it easy. There's no advantage to riding in a group because there's no drafting. So just ride around. All right. Come out of here. This little miniature 5-6% rise just for a second then. Then we're going to come out of here. I think the road bends around to the right, but there's a branch to the left, and that's what we're going to take to go up the volcano. See if my memory is correct. See if I'm remembering that right. Here we go. Oh, we've got a little uphill lump here. And then we're going to have to make that sort of decision. Do we swing to the left or go straight ahead? Or around the bend as it is. Yeah, so the normal road bends around to the right and goes down. We're going to go onto that little broken arch. Is that the official start of the volcano climb? It might be. Right. This is not my forte. Long climbs. Not bad at the volcano climb. I find it very hard to pace myself though, especially if I'm not in a group. Right. Let's see. Is this the... No. Got to look for a little flash on the right-hand side. I think I can see it just up here. That's the official start of the climb. 2.3 miles at average of 3.2%. Some of it's more. A lot of it's about 5. All right, off we go. Someone did it 7:58. That's ridiculous. I'm looking about 11 or 12 today. You know, the numbers coming up on the left-hand side, people who completed it. There's no data for me because I haven't done it in the last 30 days. I don't know what my best time is. It's around 11 minutes or so. 11, 12 minutes. I don't really know what to pace myself out here at all. I'm going to kind of follow people. Halfway up the climb, we swing into the volcano again. Go through a little ridge right through the middle of the volcano. Number 1, it's flat, which is good. Number 2, tells you you're halfway up. Cummins doing 3.1. Pretty good. Oh, see if I can hold on here. 2.2 miles to go. They are giving us the flag, which is nice. 2.1. All right, on we go. Come on up the hill. I got something on my head. Sorry. Looks like I'm wearing a hat. Oh, I don't think I like that hat. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care for that hat. I'll take that off later. I guess I'm wearing it for the duration today. That's funny. Oh, 2 miles. Like a corkscrew as it goes up to the top. Around and around the volcano until you get to the top. That'll be another thing on the, like the Mario Kart version of Zwift. We had the volcano erupt one day. That'd be fun. Little ease here. Oh, that's nice. And pick it up again. All right. A lot of people going up here at all different rates. People who went off too fast too early, catching them. There's no real reason for going fast early in this one. Just measuring your sector time from the bottom to the top. Anyway. On we go. Down another hill. Not far from the bit where we actually swing into the volcano. Good. Is it 3.2 miles total? Or 2.3, I don't remember. Anyway, here we go. Into the volcano. There you go. Mile and a half. It's a bit flat, so turn up a gear. Get some speed up along here. R. Yates, that Reggie Yates. On we go again. At the other side. Break. One 1.2 miles to go. All right. Around here a few more times, then we're done. Come on. Keep going. Heart rate 173. This is all about aerobic exercise, I think. It's about keeping going. That's a ridiculous time. It's like twice as fast as I'll do it. Keep going. At least 2 more times around the corkscrew. Last mile. Some people going a lot faster than me. Vargas from Portugal. Almost up to 1,000 feet of climbing. It's not bad. A little over the top bit here. A breather. Oh, 0.8. Keep going. That's all it's about. Keep going. Come on. 0.7. Keep going. Here we go. Keep it going. Almost there. 0.6. Get to about 600 feet and then get a real good kick at the end. Oh, look, they've got a flag. 500 meters, a bit more than that. close to 900, I think, unless they move the finish. They have moved the finish. Oh, the finish has moved. Stay sharp, because this is about to go up, and then we have to ride after it goes up. About to get a real kicker here. Here we go. And we have to go through beyond the top. That's unusual. Okay. All right. Raise it. Up to the top. Oh, this is the end of the sector. Good. $10:31. Not bad. Happy with that. Hello, Star. All right. Get around to the official finish. Dogs have come to see what I'm doing. Sam and Star. They're giving up. They're going to go away and have a nap. Sounds nice. I'll have to get back to work. All right. Finish line for the event. See what it tells us. Baseline ride. Oh. It's worth keeping going here, just because you get miles on the downhill. That's put me back in my Zwift jersey. Now the event is over, which is good. Okay, so where do we go from here? The VO2 max is the first workout, which I'll try and do in the next few days. We'll live stream that, see how difficult it is, see if I get some progress. Feedback on this one. Very happy with Titans Grove. Pretty happy with the sprint. Honestly, 10:31 is good for me for the volcano without having anyone pacing me or whatever. I took it very, very easy between those sectors because I believe they're not counting that for anything. Although it did give me an average, I saw, of 167 watts, which is very low. Obviously because I was taking it easy. So, but apart from that, all is well with the world. We'll see where we get to in about 6 or 7 weeks. In the meantime, Duncan Does the Zwift Academy will continue. Next one will be the VO2 workout. Watch out, it'll be coming your way on YouTube. Thanks everyone for being here, and we'll catch you on the other side. Bye for now.